tonight, and I wouldn't even start, mention you because there's so many of you. You know who you are. 35 years ago, I never thought I've always wanted to be a recording artist, but I never thought I'd have the honor to be able to record the Royal Records. And I want to thank Jerry Story and Tony Oxendine for that, and many other things that they've done for me over the last several years. Again, I never thought I'd be up here doing this, and I want to thank Vernon and Dana for having the faith in me that I could do this kind of thing. But I have to tell you, I wouldn't be standing here if it wasn't for the most wonderful person in the world. That it's the best thing that's ever happened to me in my life. And I would like to start off this show tonight the same way I start off almost every square dance that I call, with these 8 words. Please say hello to my beautiful wife, Sherry. So, we want to build the base, and we want to do it now. Okay? And you can see some of the things I did. I didn't just fall into my lap. I worked hard, and I put myself in some places that helped me along, and I found great people to work with. So it only goes to show that good hard work and knowing the right people can actually help you build the base. And I want to reference that with a little story from Dayton, Ohio. And we're from Cincinnati. And there was about 3 or 4 years ago, there was a poor homeless fellow in Dayton, Ohio, and kind of down on his luck. And many of you callers that come through Dayton, Ohio, we have a very, very famous square dance hall called the Michael Solomon Pavilion, right in the middle of a golf course. And many of you called there before. Well, we have, that pavilion was given to the square dancers by the city of Dayton, and it's run by the square dancers. So about 3 or 4 years ago, they decided they wanted to hire a janitor. And they put the word out that we're looking for a janitor. Well, this homeless fellow got the word and heard about it. So he went to the pavilion and asked if he could be a part, apply for the janitor position. Well, they said, oh yeah, great. So they handed him an application, and they asked him to fill out the application, and they'll do whatever it takes to get him hired. And he looked at him and he said, I'm sorry, sir, I can't read or write. And they looked at him and they said, oh, we're really sorry too, because we have to have somebody that can read or write. We've got all these chemicals and poisons that we use to clean, and then of course we've got to do all the IRS paperwork and everything. And we're really, really sorry, but we're going to have to, not use you. We're going to have to use somebody else. Well, the guy was feeling pretty dejected, so he left the pavilion that day, and he walked up to the Circle K, which is like a 7-Eleven or whatever. He had a dime in his pocket, and they had apples too for a nickel apiece. So he bought 2 apples. And he went back to the golf course and he sold those 2 apples for a dime apiece. And he went back to the Circle K and he bought 4 apples. And he went back to the golf course and sold those for a dime apiece. And this kept going on and on and on, for about 30 days. And if you do the math and keep doubling, he's going to make a bunch of money. And he did. He had this sack full of money. So he decided it's time for him to put it in the bank. So he goes to the bank and he walks in and puts the sack of money on the shelf, and he looks at the teller and he says, I'd like to put this in the bank. And she's like, oh wow. And she runs and gets the bank president, and he comes out and sees the sack of money, and he says, oh sir, come to my office with me. And he hands the sack of money to the teller and tells her to count it. Well, she comes running in the office, it's $1 million, sir. And the bank president says, oh, this is fantastic, this is fantastic. He says, we're going to take care of this. He said, fill out this form here, we're going to open up an account for you. And the guy looked at him and said, I'm sorry, sir, I can't read or write. And the bank president said, oh my gosh, you can't read or write, and you've done something as wonderful as making $1 million? He said, where do you think you'd be today if you could read or write? He said, I'd be the janitor at the Michael Solomon Pavilion. I'm looking forward to tonight, so let's get started, because we got a lot to do. Callahan, are you nearby? Sorry, never mind, not right now, wrong sheet. All right, so I'm going to start by introducing the Board of Governors and the Home Office staff. As I introduce each one of you, and please hold your applause to last. As I introduce you, I'd like you to stand up and say hello. You don't have to stay standing because it's a long list. Bob and Cinda Asp. Clark Baker and Marion. Scott Bennett. Bill Boyd and Joanne. Mike Callahan. Barry Clasper, Vice Chairman of the Board, and Pam. Pam got to do this last year. Patty Green, Executive Committee, and Steve. Bill Harrison. Eric Hanlock. There's Eric right in the Mike Hogan and Denise. Deborah Carroll Jones and John. Vernon Jones, Chairman of the Board, and Kayla. John Marshall, Executive Committee. Over here. There we go. Jim Mayo and Joanne. Bear Miller. Way over on the far. And his brother Tom Miller. Bob Pointer and Ann. Jerry Reed and Dell. There we go. Bob Riggs and Lynn. Ken Bertucci, Executive Committee, and Sue. Should have checked that out before I got up here. Sorry. Justin Russell. Al Stevens. And Donnie Welch. There's your Board of Governors. And I'll tell you, it takes a lot of work to put these conventions together, and I'm sure a lot of us don't have even nearly a clue of what goes on behind the scenes. And our home office at CALLERLAB is just a tremendous, tremendous asset to this organization, and we need to recognize those folks as well. Royce Dent. Yeah. Dennis and Judy Grossnickel. Tom and Cindy Hollenberger, and I think Tom had to go home, is that correct? Tom had to go cut the grass. and you know, what can we say about this couple? Dana and Donna Sherman. All right, we got a special award, and we're going to start out by bringing up Mr. Clark Baker to the stage. Clark started calling in 1977, and he joined CALLERLAB in 1980. He currently serves on the Board of Governors and is the chairman of the Definition Committee. Please welcome to the stage Clark Baker.